What's up, everyone? Hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be giving you the top loadouts you can be using right now in Call of Duty Warzone, along with some bonus loadouts. So if that's something you're into, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that noti bell so you don't miss another video like this and you always stay up to date on the current meta. Now, these loadouts are going to be in no particular order, and I always recommend use what's most comfortable to you, because if you're not comfortable, you're not going to push your enemies, and if you're not pushing your enemies, you're not getting more kills and more dubs. So that's kind of the point. There's also another thing I'm going to go over with you too real quick, and that's a small quick update that Call of Duty came out with yesterday, and I'm going to go over that with you real quick right now. In our last video and in a short this week, we went over why Mountaineer wasn't really needed anymore, and that's because they had kind of silently buffed fall damage, where you could fall from 7.5 meters and not take any kind of damage, and then you could also fall from 16 meters. You can take fall damage, but you wouldn't, like, it wouldn't kill you basically. So you could take up to 16 meters without Mountaineer and not die. Call of Duty put out a quick update yesterday that negated all of that, and apparently it wasn't a silent buff, more like a mistake that was of course made on their part. So I'm here to tell you again that Mountaineer is probably back in the mix, because those small differences of height that you take damage from, they fixed that. So Mountaineer, I think, is 100% you should be running again, which sucks. It was kind of nice not to have to run Mountaineer for at least like a week, I guess, but it's back and you probably should be running it again. I'm going double time most of the time, either double time or sleight of hand, either one. Quick fix for sure, sometimes primed. Tempered I like to pick up off ground loot. I know a lot of you guys like to actually use tempered as a perk, but I like to pick that up off ground loot most of the time. And then of course high alert or ghost here. Ghost usually I like to run on bigger map or ranked. High alert though on all my loadouts. So resolute has been something I've seen a lot as well, but high alert and ghost are my main two that I use. All right, so for this first set of loadouts, we're gonna go with the WSP9 SMG and the TAC Eradicator. For this WSP9, we're going with the quartermaster suppressor, the Hiss short light barrel, the paracord grip, the 50 round mag, or the 40 round mag, whichever you prefer, and I like the Marauder grip to give it a little bit more recoil control. We'll show this to you here in the firing range, as we always do, and the WSP9 is just still so good. Then for that TAC Eradicator, we're going the quartermaster suppressor, the Conqueror 70 long barrel, the paracord grip, the high grain rounds, the TAC Verde core stock, and we'll show this to you here in the firing range, but man, this thing absolutely rips. This is the best option overall for anything past 47 meters. Right now, of course, we have the STG, which is 100% meta at the all the way up to the 47 meter mark, but anything past the 47 meter mark, you're rocking the TAC Eradicator for sure. And that's mainly because, especially in this first, like, I don't know, what is it, like 8 bullets it fires super fast, and the damage is outrageous. For the next loadout, we're rocking the Morse Sniper, which I think is like a bonus loadout for you, but the Morse Sniper is very underrated right now, and I'm rocking the BP50 with it, not the BP50 SMG, although that is a great option, but I'm rocking just the BP50 a little bit longer range. I like to use the BP50 more as a sniper support than anything else. For the Morse Sniper, we're rocking the Photonic Charge Barrel, Razorhawk Laser Light. I like the Heinrichter Hybrid Scope here. Use whatever sight makes you comfortable. The Super Light 90 stock, and then the Anti-Material Slug rounds. And basically what this does is it's basically hit scan, not basically, it is hit scan right now, and just absolutely annihilates once you charge it up. And look, remember, you don't have to aim down first before you charge. You can charge and kind of hold it and get it ready, and then you can aim down sight. That way you don't have to think that you have to aim down first before you start charging it. For the BP50, we're rocking the quartermaster suppressor, the Lore 9 heavy barrel, the paracord grip, the 45 round mag, and the Forbearer heavy stock. And the thing I love about this is that the BP50 is just so underrated. It just doesn't move, like, at all. It's close to having zero recoil, even though it technically doesn't have zero recoil, because I mean, look, that is obviously recoil, but very easy to control is kind of the point there. It's so easy to control, very easy to correct as well, especially at longer ranges, which is super surprising. Next up, we have the MCW Long Range and then that BP50 SMG. Love the BP50 as an SMG. It is the second best overall in my opinion when it comes to SMGs behind the static HV. The MCW, we're rocking the Quartermaster Suppressor, MCW Cyclone Long Barrel, Paracord Grip, the 60 round drum, the Jack Glassless Optic, and man, I really enjoyed using this week as well. Probably gonna have a solo loadout video on this also. This has been really fun to run this week. Let me know what you guys think about the MCW. I think it's really solid. Next up, for that BP50 SMG, we're rocking the Quartermaster Suppressor. I like the Chimera laser light here, the high grain rounds. You want that Jack Revenger kit on there, which turns it into an SMG, and the TRST IV grip tape. This thing doesn't move too. You could definitely use this as sniper support as well. I mean, very fast TTK as well, and you can hit out at range if you need to. I mean, we're talking almost 80% accuracy with an SMG out at this range is kind of wild. Next up, we have the Movement Striker along with the STG-44. The Striker is so much fun to run. I think it's better than the Superior now after the Superior nerf. I like running it this way, but there's other ways to run it when it comes to like just a better overall, I guess, SMG build. I just like the movement that comes with this. For that Striker, we're rocking the Quartermaster Suppressor, the Paracord Grip, the high grain rounds, the 48 round mag, and no stock. And this thing is just so much fun to run, man. I'm having so much fun with it. I've been grinding this loadout for a while. I think the only difference now is that we have this Paracord Grip and the Quartermaster. I think I had the Zeman and the XRK Edge hand stop on it for the longest time until these new attachments came out, and the new attachments just make it even better. And with the STG, there's no beating this right now. What I want them to do is, the thing is about the STG is this is pretty close to how all ARs should feel right now. I think they should buff everything up, nerf this a little bit, bring everything up to this standard when it comes to ARs. There's just so many ARs right now that are just unusable when it comes to TTK, like compared to the STG. So I think bring this down a notch, bring everything up like 3 or 4 notches that match the STG. That way we can use more loadouts, man. It gets so stale when we have to use the same thing over and over again and nothing else beats it. It makes the game boring and things like that, but it is the number one meta right now when it comes to ARs and Rebirth Island. I mean, you're not getting in a lot of gunfights past 47 meters on Rebirth for sure. So that's my 2 cents, whether it matters or not. But we're gonna run the Quartermaster Suppressor, the Heinrichter C70 long barrel, the 50 round drum, DR79 combo stock, and the Jack Glassless Optic. I wish the iron sights were better. I wouldn't run a sight on here, but this thing ain't moving, man. You're just annihilating people with it. Next up, we have the Kar 98, which is still 100% solid. And I've got the STG as an SMG here. It's so good, dude. Sonic suppressor for this Kar 98, precision long barrel, high grain rounds. You got the range collar V3.4 optic along with the no stock. Very solid build here. Definitely, I built this definitely for Rebirth Island, just a little faster ADS, but to each their own there. And just, I enjoy the Kar 98. Sniping is so much fun. STG, we're rocking the factory short barrel, the R6 hand stop underbarrel. It just gives you a little bit more sprint to fire speed than everything else besides the paracord grip. Completely up to you there. I like more of the movement speed that comes with the DR6, but you can put the paracord grip on there too if you wanted to. The Nidar model sight, the A70 Venom stock, and the Not Z3 grip. I'll show you how fast this thing is, dude. It's so crazy how fast this thing is. As fast as an SMG. It's crazy, man. And it slays. It only comes to 30 rounds, so if you feel like you want to put a bigger mag on there, it will slow you down, but you really honestly don't need one. It's still got 15 bullets left after 2 dummies. That's plenty. The STG is just so good. Next up, we have a bonus shotgun loadout for you. The Reclaimer 18 is very, very solid, and they're about to come out with an akimbo attachment for it. I don't know if it's coming out this week. So if you're seeing this video and it's already come out, probably one shot, and I'll of course do a video on it. It is absolutely wild. But this particular one is 2 shot. So that akimbo attachment they're going to come out with it's called the Devastator, the Jack Devastator. It was put in the patch notes. If this is 2-shot, that Jack Devastator's got to be 1-shot. So it'll be OP, I would assume. That's just an assumption. We'll see how it plays out. The Reclaimer 18 is so much fun. It was a lot more fun than I'm not a big shotgun guy, but this was a fun loadout to run. I'm not gonna lie. The fire rate's pretty fast on it, and I'll show you that here in the firing range. But I'm using the Bryson improved choke, the Discourager 900 heavy barrel, paracord grip for that sprint to fire speed, that Chimera light laser light for more sprint to fire speed, and no stock, of course, for the movement and sprint to fire speed. You can use this in pump. I like it in both pump and semi-autos. Semi-autos were super broken. It 2 shots in each of them. That has been tested. But the thing about this is that you don't have to use a special ammo, so you can add another attachment that kind of helps out with the weapon and the sprint to fire speed a bit. The other shotguns, I believe you need a special ammo type like a slug or the Dragon's Breath rounds. But this one, if you use pump, you can hit out at range here for 2 shots. Pump is good. I like both, man. It's so solid. I don't know. And it's fast, man. And like the sprint to fire is real quick on it. I mean, it's so good. It was a lot of fun to run. It's definitely a shotgun I could get behind and have fun with. Plus it's at the SPAS 12. I mean, it's nothing better than the SPAS 12, baby. For this last set of loadouts, we're going to run the MTZ 556 with the static HV. I had a lot of fun running the MTZ 556. It's the only thing close for me that can hang with the STG besides like the Eradicator, but the Eradicator is so slow because it's an LMG. So that's the only issue I had with that. MTZ 556 is the only thing I could keep up with the STG 44 with. Static HV too. This is definitely meta. This is wildly good. But for the MTZ 556, we're rocking the Quartermaster suppressor, MTZ Drifter heavy long barrel. If you want to use an optic, use whatever sight makes you comfortable and just take off this paracord grip, but I'm using the paracord grip with no sight on it. The EXF close quarters assault stock because it does help with more recoil control. There's another one. The Marauder stock helps a lot too. Completely up to you there, but it does take away your sprint to fire speed. It does give you a lot more gun kick control though. If you want to add that, go for it. I like the EXF close quarters assault stock. Then we're rocking the 50 round drum on this. And this one I think is the closest to being the STG, or not beating it out, but being even with it. I think if they buff this, give this one another buff, bring the STG down just a little bit, it'll be close. Now with that static HV, we're rocking the Quartermaster suppressor, the Auger 840 light barrel, the paracord grip, the Night Arm model sight, and I'm rocking the FSS Guardian stock. If you want a little bit more movement speed, go for the Spry 34, but you do lose a little bit of recoil protection on that, so the recoil gun kick there. But man, I'm having a blast with this too. This is I think they need to bring the SMGs up a slight bit, just like they did looks like I think they should do the STG 44. Bring this down a notch, bring all the SMGs back up, especially, dude, when are we gonna get a rival 9? When are we gonna get a rival 9 meta? That's what I want to know. That's what I need. I need a rival 9 meta that doesn't have to do with the conversion kit. That's all I need. That's all I need. It would be nice. But if you guys like this style of video, thank you guys again for watching. Appreciate you. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that noti bell so you don't miss another video like this or like one of these. We'll see you in the next one.